The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready. Get ready.
Here we go.
Here we go. What?
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A quick pass out to Aguilar. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain, 48 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They run with Howard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Set. 180.
Mike 54. Touchdown defense.
87.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
53's the Mike. 53.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey.
Go.
Check back 47.
Gun.
All right,
Cousins gives way to Cook. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey. High 7.
Don't get nervous. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
You go.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 72 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here we go. 120. 40.
55. Slam.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet.
On first down, they run with Howard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check 24.
Hey, Steamer.
Patch it.
One shot. Two.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Hey, they're scared.
One shot.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. And this one complete to Smith.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Eagles 10, Vikings 7.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Gun.
Ringo. 47.
Hey, we're good.
Check. 47.
Hey, Echo.
Here we go. 47. 47, Mike. 47. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 36.
Through.
You got tape. You got tight right there.
Bingo.
Watch safety creep. Watch.
Yo.
Safety's creeping.
One touch.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back.
Yellow. Gun.
I got you. 47.
One touch.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Cut.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it's going to be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Go. Hey, alert 3.
Listen to me. One touch.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Gun.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Makes it 3rd
Watch
and
the safety
8.
creep.
61. Matchbox lights. Gun.
You got to get moving, man. Man, move.
Two.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
Both sevens the mic.
Gun. Lucky 48. Hey, orbit. Hey, can't.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. 47. Rip left.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins, and he's able to find Diggs. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's pick it up. It's our time.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins, and an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Cousins now. And that's caught by Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Eagles have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Quaker Omaha.
Alert flag, alert flag.
Flag.
Shoot. Watch twist.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Watch the run.
Watch the 50.
Whip. Watch the whip. Switch.
Gun.
SOS. Slam.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
27, Mike, 47.
Leave it. Ring up 48.
4 straight. Shoot. Kill.
3rd and long for Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Smooth.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Hey, dude.
54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Wentz to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Heck of a boost right there into the locker room. A long field goal try, and he got it to go.
That's the basketball equivalent of a half-court shot at the buzzer, and guess what? They both count 3.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
On second and a couple, Cousins. Looking left sideline, incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Big stop, let's go.
Hey, Ken.
You can't block me.
General West.
You can't block me. Wide, get wide. Check nickel.
On second down now, it's Cook, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Here's Cousins. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Yellow. Hey, seam 6.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be third down.
57 to Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 57 to Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, Steamer.
57. Check.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 57. Defense wins championships, man.
What's that?
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 41, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
40, 82, 40.
On play action, Wentz. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 39 yards there, a big one. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
81.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings it 2nd and goal.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it with Madison. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Yellow.
Go out. Come on, D.
Go.
47, Mike. Mike, 47. In the face. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Man, I got you.
Cousins to throw it. And Diggs has it. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Hey, high 7.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. On second down, Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Makes it third and 14.
Cousins from the gun on third. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Cousins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Hey, let's go. Gun.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Leave it. Bring up 48.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
You know, he's easy.
On second down, it's Cook, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the midfield.
A first down throw for Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and the lead is down to 2.
16. Vikings 14. Dan Bailey to be kicked off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 38, Wentz. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's checking crack.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Howard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Wentz to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up former first-rounder Trey Waynes. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Six guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey, orbit.
They start the drive with Cook. They find some open field here. 38 yards on the scamper there. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
At the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Mike. Leave it. Bring up 48.
He's back to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
Push him back. Sponge.
Hey, exit.
No. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hey, yo.
Check 26.
Gun.
Motion.
They'll run for it with Cook. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Into the red zone, Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Deshaun Jackson. Incomplete. He was covered by Trey Williams.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.